we had a telekinesis quirk. Let's just hop into it. So yeah, basically. So yeah, this is part 2 to what if Deku had a telekinesis quirk. We'll be hopping straight into it because I need to post another video before I go to sleep today. So anyway, now basically in this what if we made Deku the son of a hero named Mop, or yeah, his name was Mop. I know I said his name was Mob, but we're gonna say he's Mop now. So yeah. Midoriya is the son of a hero named Mop, and she gets his abilities. Also, she's a pretty powerful, she has a very powerful quirk, we would say. So, in her normal state, when she's not angry or sad, basically she's able to rip entire buildings from the ground and form a huge ball of basically just devastation. Not devastation, but just a huge ball of just rocks, buildings, anything. And she is still strong enough to hold all of that. I mind you. Now, in her rage state, I would say that she's probably able to just destroy an entire city, because I don't want to say that she's a blockbuster. I almost said blockbuster. But I don't want to say that she's because if I were to rate Deku's power now, I would say that she's probably like a, I would say that she's probably a, I would say that she's like a street, but I don't really know how the power terms in My Hero go. I'm pretty sure, but just to make sure you guys know that she isn't weak, I would say that Midoriya could probably destroy like half of a mountain. So yeah. She's not like All Might, who can destroy an entire mountain with one punch, which All Might could only do that in his prime, but we could say that Deku's her psychic power is half as strong as All Might in his prime. The reason why I'm saying half, I don't really know about half, but we're just saying that she's just almost half as, we're gonna say she's half as strong as All Might in his prime, because why not? So yeah. Now, in her rage state, she could probably destroy the entire mountain, and then some. Probably, I would say that she would probably be a city leveler or city buster. I don't really know what they do or they use for power terms. So, yeah. I remember a lot of people saying that All Might can destroy. Sorry for that, guys. It's a little bit crazy up here. But I don't really remember much about people saying. People did say that All Might was like sorry for that. People did say that All Might can destroy a small island. But I don't really know about that. But anyway, yeah. Now, our story continues off with our story continues off with Midoriya. She's sitting in the classroom waiting for the teacher to arrive. A lot of people have already arrived, including Mineta. Now, I might do a Mineta x Deku just to fuck with you, which that is going to be your primary ship. Yeah, Mineta x Deku, just to get on your nerves. I might change my mind, but for now the ship is Mineta x Deku because I want to fuck with you guys some. And yeah, so basically Mineta would walk up saying that he's never met her lolly before, with Deku putting her hand up and her flicking him across the classroom saying that she's not a lolly, and just, her just looking forward in anger. Now people are like, she has a telekinesis quirk, and they're like, she must be pretty powerful if she got first place on the entrance exam. Now, Todoroki's like, whatever. And yeah, no, we're gonna say Momo and Uraraka walk in. I guess Momo would have arrived earlier, but for now we're gonna say she arrives later. Now, Momo would walk in, and Deku would see the assets on this girl. Assets, yeah, you guys already know that, but yeah. Now, Deku gets angry, but she also sees, she just starts looking across the classroom as he's looking at nearly every girl in there. You know how, Midoriya is insecure about this thing. As she would put her hand up, she's saying, you guys are fucking with me, right? As she would stand up, and everything in the classroom would start to shake. As Aizawa would be like, time to chill out. As he would activate his quirk, and yeah. So Midoriya was like, where was your lazy ass? You were just laying back there? With, as I was saying, the mouth on this girl. As he's like, alright kid, if you don't get first place, then I'm going to expel you. Just for that mouth. I could do it right now, but As, Deku's like, what test? And people were like, did she just ignore the fact that if she didn't get first place that she would be expelled? And yeah. Now, after Aizawa said, you're cocky. As he would say, we're going to be taking a test. And I was going to make it to where everyone, or the people who didn't make it on the top, failed. But, you know, the people he didn't see with potential failed. But now he wants to kick Deku out. So he's like, if she fails last place, then I'm going to kick her out. Also, if I see that if I see that anyone isn't giving their all, then he would say that they'll be expelled as well. So people are like, huh. As a lot of them are thinking like, sorry kid or sorry girl, that yeah, we want to become heroes and all that. Deku not really worried. Now, the girls go into their room, Deku's changing, and she starts getting even angrier because, yeah. So the invisible girl walks up, and Deku, who doesn't even see her, she would bump into Invisible Girl. Now, they would fall to the ground, they would be in that generic, you know, I just ran into you anime. I'm not going to continue on because I'm pretty sure you would already know what position they're in. So, Deku, she would be feeling on, you know, the invisible girl just trying to get up, and she would get even angrier. Even this invisible itch has more assets than her. So, yeah. She's like, I'm gonna get all of you expelled. As she leaves. And yeah, she plans to be the only girl in AU. Yeah. The anger. Now anyway, so after that happens, they'll all be standing outside, awaiting their time for the test. The boys would walk out finally, and yeah. Now, basically Aizawa would be telling them that, or basically he would tell Deku to throw this ball without using her quirk. Deku walks up, and she would throw the ball. The ball not really going that far since Deku doesn't have that much physical strength. Now, Aizawa was like, huh. As he would say, alright, throw it with your quirk. As Deku, she would pick the ball up with her telekinesis, bring it to her, as basically when she grabs the ball, she would throw the ball, as when she launches it, the ball would just boom, it looks like she threw it with something like One for All. That's how powerful the throw was, or, you know, how she boosted her. I wouldn't say boost, but yeah. Basically, if you would imagine, you know, Deku's throw, just imagine that. So yeah, but it would go farther. I wouldn't say to the next town over, I'll just say like really far, like a few blocks away from the school. Now, she definitely didn't get a first place in that, but we're gonna see she does, because I don't really want Deku to get kicked out. So, Deku would throw the ball, and we're gonna say she uses her telekinesis to keep going and going and going until it's in the atmosphere. So after that happened, Deku's like, huh. As Aizawa would say, infinite, huh. As he would be like, alright, next. As they would do that test, then we get to the sprint test. Now, when he said start, people would start feeling really slow. As they would start to run, and they would notice Midoriya zooming by, and some Deku just did some cheat stuff. She slowed everyone down with her telekinesis to the point where it's like they didn't slow down, but they, you know, yeah. She just slowed them down without them knowing, but a lot of them felt like Ida, who she was running up against, he felt slower. So yeah. Now, then they would get into the other test, the long jump, the side-to-side lunges. Deku would get first place on all of them, except the side-to-side lunges, which goes to Mineta. So Minetta's like, huh. As he's like, I don't want to say it, but he's like, huh. Too bad that my balls aren't sticky to me, but as he would look over to Midoriya, and she would put her hand up, and basically she would do this die face. As basically Mineta goes flying across the field and he hits a wall. I'm just kidding about the Midoriya. I was kidding about the Deku X Mineta thing. That's not really going to happen because Mineta, he deserves to be alone. I might do that for another what if. Dang it, too bad. Too bad April Fool's passed. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. But yeah, I feel bad now. That could have been an April Fool's thing. But yeah. Yeah, anyway. After that happened, we would get into the, I'm not crying or anything. We would get into the, sorry. After all of the tests are done, Deku would be seen as the #1 candidate. She has first place on everything except the, side-to-side jumps. And yeah, Bako coming in third, and our boy Todoroki coming in second. Now Aizawa was like, a deal's a deal, I can't expel you. But he would say, if you speak out to me like that again, then I will. With her saying, whatever, and flying off. We're not flying off, but just flying back into the building to change. Now, after flying into the building, we would be getting into the Heroes vs. Villains, which happens a week ago, or a week later, I mean. Because, they need their hero costumes, which in this one, Deku's hero costume, because I'm basic, we're going to say that it is a suit with, it's like a business suit on the top with like a skirt, because I'm basic, and I want something like, because her father, Mop, who was I'm pretty sure I said he was number 1, or number 2, don't really remember what hero rank I put him in, but yeah, he has a business suit as his hero costume, so yeah. So she would be having this as her hero costume, and yeah. So Meta's like, hey, Midoriya, what do you do if a breeze goes by? And she would put her hand up, and Mineta would go flying again. With them saying that, he kind of, So, after this happened, the hero who was supposed to be watching them, who took forever to get into class, so Aizawa told them to get ready, basically he would appear. Now, he would be like, hello, students, as people would notice him as the top-ranking hero, Mop. All Might isn't really a teacher in this because, I'm pretty sure, I would say that All Might would have never got injured because Mop was there to help him. So, but if not, we're just going to say that he's training Mirio right now. So, yeah. Now, he would say, alright, you students, as he's like, we're going to be getting into the combat or a test. As he would say, we're going to be doing 2-on-2 fights. As he would say that, basically he would be random drawing teams and that they will be fighting each other. Now, basically, the random teams would be picked as Deku and Mineta and we're going to say Baku, though. Actually, no, let's do Baku and Deku, Mineta and, Sue. We're going to say Mineta and Sue, Bakugo and Deku. So Mineta and Sue are the heroes. Deku and Bakugo are the villains. So Deku's like, we're going up against a low class. As she's basically like, Bakugo, you deal with this. I don't have time to flex on these weaklings. And she would float, and she would start to, play with her fingernails or something. Bakugo saying, don't order me around. Which, as he would run out the room, and her saying, what? As he's already gone. So Midoriya, who is extremely angry, she's like, Now, we would get a scene with Bakugo basically launching explosions at people, or basically at Sue, who is hopping around the building or the small confined area, which is a good place for Sue to fight in. She would hop past Bakugo, as Mineta would throw his balls on Bakugo. As Bakugo's unable to move as his arms were stuck together, and he's like, what? And he's like, you get back here, you bastards. And they would continue to run off with him saying captured. Now, they would get into the room with Deku, who's just looking at him like, As she's like, Bakugo couldn't even do a simple job right. As she would basically put her hands out, as when she swipes one of her fingers, basically the wall on the side of Sue and Mineta would burst, as it's just nothing there now. As Deku would put her hands up saying, be gone. As she would grab Mineta, yeeting him out the window. Now, she'd be like you. As she'd grab our girl Sue, and then she would basically yeet Sue somewhere else. Instead of out the window near direction of Mineta, she would yeet our girl Sue out the window. Because remember, she has that little inferiority, and the costume that Sue was wearing is just a little bit too showy. So after she yeets Sue out a window, basically she's like, alright now. Basically she would grab the bomb, and basically she would fly up into the sky. Sorry for these basicallys, but I just need to say them because it's hard not to. So after doing this, the way the villain team would win, and Now, I'll be leaving the video off here, and I'll be getting into part 3 some other time. Part 3 will be the Heroes vs. Villain. Part 3 will be the USJ attack, but thank you for watching. Shishu Entertainment. Oh yeah, I have to tell you about that weird story. I'm pretty sure I said I would tell you about it at the end of this video, but something really happened to me in a weird game. So something savage happened to me. I was playing a Bleach game, right? So this guy who's in Roncar, he would join the lobby, and I was basically fighting some guy. Now, basically this guy had Shikai, and he was being really annoying, as when this guy got into the game, he would be like noisy, as in this game, you have to be a high rank to release your spiritual pressure. He would release his spiritual pressure, and everyone would fall to their knees, as this guy would say that you guys were just too noisy, and he would proceed to one-shot an area of Soul Reapers and Hollows. This man, I'm glad he didn't kill me, because I'm pretty sure if you die in that game, you lose all the souls that you collected. But thank you for watching. She's Entertainment out.